Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
It's a historic decision that has a single goal: to contribute to achieving peace between Israelis and Palestinians.
Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez condemns Israel's attacks on UN peacekeepers in Lebanon and calls for an end to arms exports to Israel.
The recognition of the state of Palestine is not only a matter of historical justice with the legitimate aspirations of the Palestine people, but it is also an imperative need to achieve peace. It is the only way to realize the solution that we all recognize as the only possible one to achieve a future of peace, that of a Palestine state that coexists alongside the state of Israel in peace.
Shervo, apocalyptic, biblical, these are some of the words being used to describe this weather event that hit the eastern part of Spain overnight.
Apocalyptic scenes, this train line littered with vehicles, cars tossed about like toys. 1 year's worth of rain fell here in just 8 hours, leaving people little time to escape.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee.
This is an Omega Watchman Media Group production. The views on this channel are those of Omega Watchman Media Group LLC, and not those of Google, YouTube, or their advertising affiliates. Due to the mature nature of this content, language, and depth, viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war, the Lord is his name, and ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Shifting focus to Russia now. It has entered its most difficult stage yet in the Ukraine war. On October 29, following orders from the President Vladimir Putin, Russia basically started nuclear drills, simulating retaliatory strike. The drills witnessed Russia test firing missile launchers in a simulation of a retaliatory strike, and President Putin attributed the decision to initiate these drills to the emergence of new external threats and risks, quote unquote. These exercises featured the test firing of an intercontinental ballistic missile from the launch pad on the Kamchatka Peninsula. Other Russian ICBMs were also launched, by the way.
Walk with me over here and look at this. This is video to our monitors taking us to North Korea, where we're watching what officials say is the launch of a North Korean intercontinental missile. In fact, on the ground watching this very thing was Kim Jong-un of North Korea. He said that this was, quote, an appropriate military action. Now, let's talk about timing here. It was just 1 day after U.S. officials detected that North Korean troops are in Russia and in Russian uniforms making their way towards Russia's border with Ukraine. And we're seeing real-time response by the U.S. military, by the way, in joint aerial drills alongside South
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said today that Russia is preparing to use troops from North Korea in its war against Ukraine. Blinken said there are up to 10,000 North Korean soldiers in Russia right now, and about 8,000 of them are deployed near Kursk, a region in western Russia near the border with Ukraine.
This is an Omega Watchman Media Group production.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee.
The recognition of the state of Palestine is not only a matter of historical justice with the legitimate aspirations of the Palestine people, but it is also an imperative need to achieve peace. It is the only way to realize the solution that we all recognize as the only possible one to achieve a future of peace, that of a Palestine state that coexists alongside the state of Israel in peace.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
In Spain, flash flooding has killed at least 95 people in the country's worst natural disaster in decades. Dozens more are missing. It happened in the country's east, mostly in the Valencia region, which saw a year's worth of rain in just 8 hours.
New video tonight shows the sheer force of Spain's worst flooding in decades. As the death toll soars, more than 150 people killed, scores more still missing. Watch as that muddy river of debris comes pouring into the city of Paiporta. A catastrophic torrent of water surging through this neighborhood in Valencia. Cars washed away. Neighbors tying sheets together to help save this woman caught in the deluge. Emergency services working through the night, searching for bodies in this inundated parking garage. This woman calling out for her missing loved one. Teams in helicopters scanning the city for any signs of survivors, conducting hundreds of rescues. Here, lifting this one-year-old baby to safety.
Shervo, apocalyptic, biblical, these are some of the words being used to describe this weather event that hit the eastern part of Spain overnight.
Apocalyptic scenes, this train line littered with vehicles, cars tossed about like toys. 1 year's worth of rain fell here in just 8 hours, leaving people little time to escape.
These flash floods were truly apocalyptic. One town got a year's worth of rain in just 8 hours. Just watch what happens to this bridge. These images have been widely shared on social media.
This is an Omega Watchman Media Group production.